This video is sponsored by Evoke Studio and the Patriot games. So I've become slightly obsessed with weapon lights and handheld flashlights, and I'm currently working on a review for these bad boys. There is enough power in them to melt people's faces off, so that's nice. This one is sent to me by Olight. This is the BALDR Pro R. The BALDR? I don't know. It's the Pro R version. They have a Pro version, this one ain't it. This bad boy is spitting out 1,350 lumens, and it comes with a green laser. So yeah, you can switch between white light only, green laser only, or combine both to have the white light and the green laser simultaneously. It has a magnetic charging port that charges the internal 1,000 milliamp battery, and the same magnetic port can be used to install an optional magnetic remote pressure switch. I will talk more about that later. And of course, it's compatible with all your Picatinny and Glock rails. So I'll go over the specs and compare it to a few of the weapon lights I happen to have here on hand. And stick around because I've got some outdoor testing to compare a bunch of different lights with each other, so don't go anywhere, that's later on in the video. Mounting it's pretty straightforward. It clips right onto the rail and it has a lever that locks down tight. I don't see the lever getting flipped open accidentally for any reason, certainly not by a holster. The actuation button, or the switch, has a nice design also in regards to the no snag design. It has an audible positive click when pressing it, and it feels really good. I feel like it does what I want it to do, so it's intuitive, I guess is another way to say that. Before I get into the light and laser, let's talk about the magnetic charging. It basically uses magic, so you can be like a freaking warlock and attach it, and it just charges the light using any traditional USB charging port. I like doing a lot of dry fire drills using my weapon lights, and it's nice to just be able to recharge them when I'm done. And of course, you get the option to add a magnetic remote pressure switch. That's right, you can add a remote pressure switch to this to put on your long gun. 1,350 lumens plus a super cool green laser would be pretty cool to have. Now, getting into the light and laser on this Pro R version has the green laser integrated into the white light housing, the white light portion of it. The regular Pro version has a green laser kind of hanging off the bottom. Also, the Pro version does not have rechargeable lithium-ion batteries. The Pro R version, this one, it does. Let's compare this Olight BALDR Pro R weapon light against a few lights I have here. Many of you already have some of these lights, so there may be value in seeing them side by side. Size-wise, it comes in at the similar girth to the tlr1. I'll save the penis jokes for later. It comes at a similar girth to the tlr1hl, but coming in quite a bit longer. So it will hang off the end of your pistol depending on the length of your barrel. Again, saving the penis jokes for another time. The weight is comparable, but with the Olight you get the advantage of having the rechargeable battery and the laser. Compared to the Fenix that I recently reviewed, this particular model doesn't have the green laser shooting out the end like sharks with laser beams on their heads. Building 20 yards, bushes 30, 40 in the corner. Here's a tlr1hl, building 20 yards, bushes 30, 40 to the corner. Olight, Fenix. Olight, and tlr7sub. 500 lumens. Olight, tlr6. Can you guys see me? No. We've got the Olight here, and we got weapon and laser, green laser. So from here, that's what that looks like there. So we have laser only. I don't know if that shows up on the camera. Light and laser, and light only, and then low light setting, low lumens with laser still the same, and then we have rave mode. Even if I have low lumen setting or high lumen setting, the lobe always flashes in high lumens, so that's nice. I've got some more indoor tests and also instructions on light functionality coming up right after this sponsor break, so Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Jess.
And I'm Mike.
Together we are Evoke Studio, and we specialize in wedding photography and videography.
As a co-ed team, we can deliver awesome photos and movie quality videos with a small creative footprint.
Since we both shoot photo and video, the two of us can cover a lot of ground without a bunch of people running around on your wedding day.
It's important to us to honor the ceremony and special moments of your day while not missing anything. That's why we always shoot as a pair.
If you or someone you love is looking for a professional team to cover their special day, go check out our website at evokestudio.io.
And while you're there, be sure and click on the contact tab so we can get connected super ninja fast.
Thanks, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Now, back to the video. I can set my camera up to be whatever exposure I want it to be. So what I did was I put it on auto ISO, and I basically put it on auto exposure on the camera. The camera is going to adjust the exposure just like your eyeballs were if you were here in real life. tlr6, and that's what that guy looks like. Eyes adjust, tlr6. Got 500 lumens with a tlr7sub. That's what the light beam looks like that. The tlr1hl, bam. And that's what the beam looks like when your eyes adjust. So that's what high lumens. So if you're worried about having too many lumens, kind of get an idea what you're messing with. Moving up next to the Fenix gl19r. There is no laser in this light. That's what you get. Now moving over to the Pro R. Let's see what this guy does. High lumen setting, boom. Looks great. So it's about what it looks like right when it hits, boom. And then the camera or your proverbial eye is adjusting. There you go. That's what the laser looks like. Now what you're seeing on the camera, it's at least 3 times as bright of what you're seeing on the camera. It's not going to show up on the camera probably, but I easily have a green light that is super bright right in the middle of that spot. And that's the low lumen setting, which probably doesn't look too different to you because like I said, I've got the camera adjusting and back. And then white light only. That's what that looks like 8 feet from the wall. The basic operation of this light is tap for on and then tap to turn it back off, press and hold for like a quarter of a second or longer, and then let off for momentary. And to access the strobe is to tap both sides at once. It looks like you can go right into the strobe when it's off by pressing both sides near the same time. It doesn't have to be exactly the same time, but pretty close. And a nice surprise I wasn't expecting, it also has a low light option. The low light option lets you put it down to 300 lumens. So after you have the light on, do a double tap on the same switch, either the left or the right, and it will toggle between 300 lumens and 1350 lumens. Now, all those functions seem to work exactly the same if you're just running a white light or you're running the white light with the green laser. Also, if you're in 300 lumens mode and you choose to engage the strobe, it will strobe at the highest lumen setting. So that's nice. This is how it was set up when it came in the box, and I'm just fine with that, so no complaints there. Speaking of what came in the box, it comes with a light, of course, and the battery's already installed. It doesn't look like it's serviceable by me, and it does come with a magnetic charging cable. It did not come with that USB charging box. Also in the box, it has a 1913 adapter and screws and some other bits and pieces, as well as an Allen wrench. And before I forget, you can adjust the height and the windage of the green laser using the Allen wrench key that comes in the box. And you can adjust that green laser through those 2 small holes you see right here. The Olight BALDR, B-A-L-D-R Pro R. Sweet God, I should have looked up how to pronounce that. It's coming in at $169, which is a great value since it has the rechargeable lithium-ion battery, especially considering for $20 for an additional pressure pad, you can add this pressure switch to this light. If you put the pressure pad on, it only gives you full lumen and momentary and on or off by the pressure pad only. It does not give you the option to go into strobe or into low lumens by just the pad alone. You would still need to be able to access that from the light there if you wanted to exercise those options. But that clamps on nice and tight. It does come with some zip ties if you want to secure that up even better. And this was what I was most skeptical of is this magnetic attachment point. I'll have to tuck this wire in later if I choose to leave it on this gun. I was worried about that getting knocked off really easy, and it's pretty tough to get off. It was kind of a deal breaker when I just thought about it or saw it online. But seeing in person, they did take some time to make sure and fit that in to that recess portion, and they beveled the edges and things like that to make it where it's actually easy to take off if you get your fingernail underneath it. But just to bump under something, I wouldn't want to go to war with that. However, I think for home defense and plinking at the range would be more than acceptable for that. I'm fine with it. If you're interested in this light or any other Olight product, use the affiliate link below. That'll help out the channel and also save yourself 10% by using code TGC000. And also, if you think tactical competitions are pretty cool, I'd love to see your beautiful faces either as a competitor or a spectator. Check on the link below to find the dates and the locations for the next Patriot Games. It's at thepatriotgames.us. My name is Mike. You're at the Gun Channel. We'll see you soon.